Are you contemplating moving to the Sarasota area and you can't decide, should I move to Sarasota or Lakewood Ranch? Well, this seems like it's the million-dollar question, as it's absolutely something I hear almost daily. Should I go to Lakewood Ranch or Sarasota? Now, when relocating to our area, this is definitely a big consideration. And you know what? Both of these cities are absolutely wonderful and massively different, and each needs to be explored when trying to decide which city is right for you. So let's get right to it. First, I'm Lisa McBride with Sarasota Neighborhood Experts, and my team and I love helping so many people buy, sell, and invest in real estate in our area. So give us a call today if we can be of any help. Also, if you do find my videos helpful, please subscribe. It really helps me with posting content that is important to you, the viewers, and hit that bell button so you're notified when I post new videos. Okay, let's figure out which city is best for you. First, Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch are located in Sarasota and Manatee counties, which do make up a 2-county metropolitan area, and so it's probably pretty accurate to say that Lakewood Ranch is simply a suburb of Sarasota and the Bradenton area. There's definitely some similarities, and the fact that we really share the amenities of part of living here on the Florida Gulf Coast, such as we have University Town Center, which is located right off of Interstate 75. We have 30 miles of beaches. This is a very cultural city community with numerous theaters, clubs, live music, and activities that are always going on. There's lots of ways to get involved and join groups or social committees or be very active in sports, whether it's biking, golf, pickleball, so many things. So let's dive just a little deeper and really see the difference between the cities. Starting with Sarasota. Sarasota is over 120 years old, and it's built along the bay. It is also lined with the Keys right here in the Gulf Coast. So we have easy access to Longboat Key, Lido Key, and Siesta Key beaches and their communities. And this is definitely a beach town or a beach resort, with visitors making their way to our beaches for the past number of decades. And it was really in the early 70s when snowbirds started discovering this little piece of paradise, and homes and condos on the Keys sprung up. At this time though, also there was a large growth in the city side, and over the next 25 to 30 years, Sarasota has really experienced an increase in population and visitors. So with that, of course, came much more development. The heart of Sarasota, as I said, is right along the bay, and there's lots of condo buildings and older neighborhoods, and they're all really popular. And there's really been kind of a resurgence and a redevelopment in these downtown areas. It's very typical today to drive through many neighborhoods and find a great mix of modern homes right next to perhaps a 1930s bungalow or a small ranch style home. Now, any neighborhood within 5 to 10 minutes of the beaches are downtown, are filled with such variety. However, these areas also come with a pretty hefty price tag. As we move east with some of the neighborhoods, and the homes were being built on beautiful tree-lined streets that were built in the 1980s and 90s. It's unbelievable how many different neighborhoods there are in Sarasota. Some neighborhoods may have 250 homes or 50 homes or 1,000 homes. The diversity of the neighborhoods here in Sarasota is really great. A little further south in Sarasota is Palmer Ranch, which was developed in the late 90s and through today, and is the most like Lakewood Ranch. Now let's take a look at Lakewood Ranch. First, Lakewood Ranch has about 30 to 35 very distinct neighborhoods, so many fewer than Sarasota. And it is primarily made up of single-family homes as compared to some of our high-rises and condos that you're going to see in downtown Sarasota. There are some condos, but just not as many. Also, most of the neighborhoods in Lakewood Ranch were developed by large national home builders, and each neighborhood was built by a specific builder, making the neighborhoods a feeling of continuity and conformity that you don't always see in Sarasota. Lakewood Ranch neighborhoods do have CDD fees and are deed restricted. We have some deed restrictions in Sarasota for sure, but not as many as in Lakewood Ranch. The first neighborhood in Lakewood Ranch is Summerfield, with the first homes being completed in the mid-1990s. So you may find homes built in the early 1900s in Sarasota, and the next 100 years that we started developing Lakewood Ranch. Now 100% of Lakewood Ranch is located east of Interstate 75, and there is enough room for growth and development that this area will be developed for the next 15 to 20 years. Where in Sarasota, to find new neighborhoods are going to be to the east and to the south, or brand new, very modern homes are being built in the older neighborhoods where builders and developers developers have knocked down old homes and made way for these beautiful big homes. Lakewood Ranch roadways are very expansive and have bike lanes on both sides of the roads. Now, one thing to note, Lakewood Ranch downtown area is much smaller, not just in the number of streets, but also the heights of the buildings. The downtown Sarasota has 19-floor height restriction, and in Lakewood Ranch downtown, there's only 3 stories. Downtown Lakewood Ranch does feature, as I said, just a few blocks of local shopping and dining. Now, Lakewood Ranch did just establish a second downtown, which is called Waterside, and it is quickly becoming a great place to visit. So a few pros and cons of each. Now, obviously a pro and a con, depending on how you look at it, can be for either one. Some of the pros to Sarasota, well, Sarasota is a large, vibrant downtown, and it's right along the Sarasota Bayfront, so it's very beautiful. It's got a very active and art scene, lots of culture, lots of concert series, lots of theater. We have the Opera House, Florida Studio Theater, Van Wezel, lots of beautiful things to see and do in downtown Sarasota. Lakewood Ranch downtown is just a little smaller. Also, Sarasota, the commute to the beaches is much easier. Normally 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get to any of the beaches, where if you live in Lakewood Ranch, depending on the time of year, the commute to the beaches is 25 to 45 minutes. Another pro or con in Sarasota is the number of neighborhoods and the diversity in neighborhoods as far as the style of homes and what you're looking for. Now, moving on to Lakewood Ranch, some of the pros, well, one of the biggest pros is the ease of getting around and less traffic than Sarasota proper, and the convenience of Interstate 75. Also, you can find many more newer homes at a more affordable price than in Sarasota. There's also tons of clubs and activities happening in Lakewood Ranch. They have the Premier Sports Field, they have First Fridays, as I said, biking is very popular, pickleball, lots of country club feel in Lakewood Ranch. So as you can see, there is a lot to love about both Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch. And really, most people are torn between wanting to be close to the beaches and the bayfront and wanting a newer home at an affordable price. So what is your thoughts? Which one is best for you? Now, I personally do live in Sarasota, but I sell a lot and I'm in Lakewood Ranch often. I don't know which one is best. I would love to hear from you. If you currently live in either Sarasota or Lakewood Ranch, would you move to the other one? Or why did you choose where you currently live? I'm really curious. I'm sure my viewers would love to hear some feedback as well. So thanks so much for watching. And as always, keep watching. Give me a call if I can be of any help. And until next time, take care.